And hello once again, everybody, and welcome to the Pascack Clutch Podcast. I'm Matthew Merlino, along with my co-hosts Sam Koppelman, Michael McKay, and Sean Barry. We are happy to welcome you to our final episode before spring break. Next week we'll be off, and then when we come back, it'll be a lot about the NHL and the NBA because those playoffs are starting. But we'll begin with our school sports here at Pascack Hills, and we'll start with baseball, who's 4-3. They're 3-1 in division, and they just got a big walk-off win over Westwood last Monday. You can watch the full replay of that game right here on the PH Athletics YouTube channel. Final score 10-9. Probably the best baseball game I've watched here at Pascack Hills. So go on and watch that after you're done with this show. They do play Westwood at Westwood today. We won't be able to cover that one, unfortunately. Boys lacrosse is also 4-2. They're 2-1 in division, and they just got an overtime win at Wayne Hills, although that was out of division, I believe. They also had wins over Paramus Catholic and Passaic Tech, two big wins. 9-8 over Passaic Tech, and congrats to junior CJ Driver. He scored his 100th career goal, the youngest ever to reach 100 career goals in the 25 or so year history of this Bronco lacrosse program. Over in girls lacrosse, they're sitting at 500, pretty good, 3-3, coming off a win at Demorest. They still have a lot of road games coming up. Their next home game is against DePaul Catholic on the 24th of April. I don't believe we'll cover that because that's during spring break. But when we come back, we should have a few girls lacrosse games for you. And softball finally got their second win of the season. They started off with an 11-1 victory over Cliffside Park. And Monday, they defeated Mawa 12-0. So congrats to softball. They're still 2-4, but they are looking pretty good as they head into a big stretch. So we will go now to something that is coming up not really on the field, but on the stage. Something that's coming up in just about a week. Thursday is the first round of the NFL draft. We have the mock draft up. Let's go over the top 10 picks before we get into stuff on the ice or on the court. Chicago Bears hold the number 1 pick. They took that from Carolina in that trade from last year. Mel Kiper Jr. of ESPN, that old draft expert, I guess you could call him. He has Caleb Williams going there. Do you guys like that pick?
Williams to where? Chicago?
Chicago.
Fields is gone, right?
Yes. Yeah, Fields is gone. They're either drafting a quarterback or they're finding someone cheap on the market.
They're taking Caleb.
I feel like they're
taking Caleb Williams.
If Chicago was going to go with a veteran quarterback as their starter, they would have done it at free agency.
Yes.
So
I agree.
It's got to be Caleb Williams or it's got to be...
Could it be Jalen Daniels or Jaden Daniels?
I honestly could see it.
I could see it.
Aaron Judge? What?
Aaron Judge.
No, I'm joking.
I could see Jaden Daniels. I see it either being Caleb Williams, Jaden Daniels, or Drake May.
Honestly, with the season Caleb Williams had last year, I'm not so sure.
So I'm not sure either.
I think people are overrating him.
I agree.
The two biggest ones is Caleb Williams and Jaden Daniels. You got to remember, Caleb Williams is the projected number 1 overall pick, but Jaden Daniels just won the Heisman, so that could bump his draft stock up a lot.
Williams is coming in with a huge head, and I don't think he has the thing to back it up. Because he's treating...
What about the underrated guy, Michael Baker?
Caleb Williams is treating this...
He's like the Trevor Lawrence.
But not even that. He's treating this like it's free agency, and he doesn't understand that this is the draft. You don't get to choose where you go.
Yeah.
And I don't think... I would understand if he was like Trevor Lawrence, because I would understand if Trevor Lawrence did that, because he had the stuff to back it up. All throughout college, he was doing pretty well.
I could be mistaken.
Trevor Lawrence won an Natty. Caleb didn't.
Caleb Williams is coming off this past year where he didn't even make the Pac-12 championship.
Yeah,
I
feel like he's gonna be. I feel like it's for Caleb Williams. It's gonna be like a Trevor Lawrence transition where
Trevor Lawrence's game is on a different level, though.
I agree. Well, let him finish.
Where he plays really, really bad his first couple seasons because he did not play well.
Yeah, but you mentioned Trevor Lawrence, but I don't think he's going to have that rebound in the second or third year. I think he's going to.
I think it's just the transition that's gonna again. Then he's just going to get even worse from there.
I'm gonna say
I agree.
I'm gonna say hot take, and I think Caleb Williams may be a bust. At his end at USC. He did not really do that well. A, he didn't make the Pac-12 championship.
First of all,
B, if he wants to be the number 1 overall pick, didn't he say he wanted to buy minority stake in the team that drafted him?
Mm-hmm.
That's red flags.
Yeah.
He can't win games. He's trying to do what Tom Brady did, and I think it's just
first of
crazy.
All, can we make something clear? 0 college football playoff appearances. And when we compare
how many conference championships?
0.
And he has no silverware.
I guess
no
we
rings.
can compare to Trevor Lawrence, but Trevor Lawrence's game is, even in college, game on a completely different level.
Yeah, I know.
Yes.
But I'm just saying the transition from college to NFL is my comparison. Is what I'm trying to say is that it's gonna be a very hard struggle for him.
And I don't think he's gonna make it out.
I don't think he's gonna make it out.
From the games I've seen Trevor Lawrence play at Clemson, he was unreal. I remember all those Ohio State Clemson games being shootouts, very good games. I just haven't seen that with Caleb Williams. I don't think he's worthy of being the number 1 overall pick.
No, he's not.
Well, we don't know what's gonna happen because some guys in college they do bad, and like Mahomes.
Well, he wasn't bad. He was just at a subpar Texas Tech team. But that's the thing. They're good, but they're at these smaller schools that don't perform well.
The thing is, Caleb Williams, he played bad. That's the difference.
Yeah. But what was Mahomes projected as? Around
he was projected in the first round.
And guess what? But Andy Reid knew he was his guy, and he got him.
Well, there you go.
That's what I like about the NFL draft. You take someone, you don't know how they could turn out. They could be like Zach Wilson. You take him number 2 overall. Yeah. He's a bust.
Good night.
And you take someone like Mahomes at 10, and he becomes the next Tom Brady.
Or you take a guy like Tom Brady in the 6th round. Don't expect him to do anything, and then there you go.
I'm also interested to see where Jared Verse goes, FSU lineman, defensive lineman.
We'll see.
He had a really good season this year.
We'll go to number 2, where that is Washington's pick, and the projected pick there is Jaden Daniels. I think he may go number 1.
Yeah.
But I can see it. I think the Bears are going to be stupid enough to take Caleb Williams because that's just how they are as a franchise. Washington taking Jaden Daniels. Could he work in that Washington system?
Yes, Terry McLaurin, Austin Eckler.
But does he have the offensive line help?
I'm not saying.
What do you mean?
Because he's a scrambling guy. He needs some offensive line help.
They just did.
They just signed a bunch of people in the offseason.
Okay. So they're fine. I like that pick.
I see that.
Washington has Terry McLaurin. They have other receivers. They have Austin Eckler. They could be a wild card team.
They could be dangerous. NFC East is kind of down. You got the Eagles who barely have anybody
Giants are a joke.
Giants are of course a joke because they still have Daniel Jones, and then the Cowboys always choke.
I'm saying from my Raiders sources,
what's gonna happen with the Eagles?
From the Raiders sources I've heard that the Raiders are trying to make a big move. So I think that they could try and do something with Washington to get that number 2 overall pick to get Jaden Daniels.
But who would they trade for?
Yeah, exactly.
They're not doing anything.
They don't have anyone other than Josh Donaldson. I'm sorry.
Josh Donaldson.
Not Donaldson. Oh my God, I'm an idiot.
Davante Adams.
Davante Adams and Crosby.
Did he just say Josh Donaldson? NFL
If you're gonna get Jay Daniels, bro, you're gonna have to trade.
I don't even know I said Josh Donaldson.
You're gonna have to trade all your.
He's retired, by the way.
Yeah, he did.
It's not my thinking. It's what I've heard. It could be true. It could be false. All I've heard is the Raiders are trying to make a big move. What that move is, I don't know.
Well, Max Crosby and all they have is Max Crosby and Davante Adams. That's their entire team.
We'll see what happens there. I don't think we have them in the top 10 here on this mock draft. We do have a trade, and I'll talk about that later. Projected trade.
Raiders, I know, are 13.
The Patriots pick in number 3. They say Drake May. You agree with that?
I like it.
I don't.
It's
another Mac Jones type situation.
But I agree with that. I think.
And the Patriots. Let's say Caleb Williams goes number 1.
But I feel like it'll be a bit different than Mac Jones because you have this new philosophy coming in with their new head coach Gerard Mayo.
Oh, that is true.
Could it be a bit different from the Bill Belichick proven 18
If I'm the Patriots, you know who I would take instead of Drake May? Bo Nix.
You also got Penix on the board.
Yeah,
I don't think Penix will work in that Patriots system.
No.
I think Bo Nix is a good pick.
Because think about it. Oregon, they're running the ball. Pat. That's what New England does.
I think that's a good pick.
But you want Bo Nix or Penix?
You're thinking towards the Bill Belichick way. We have a new head coach coming in,
and that's also
we don't know what he's gonna look like. He could be an all pass offense. He could be an all run offense.
But Bo Nix can do everything though. He can run. He can pass.
Drake May is a pocket passer.
Because
I feel like
if you
he doesn't
want,
have that mobile.
Exactly.
No.
Bo Nix does.
if you're New England and you want to take someone like Bo Nix, why take him so early? He's projected early round 2. You could wait.
Because someone's gonna pick him already, bro.
How do you
I
know?
think so.
Yeah.
If the Giants are gonna.
You could trade down.
Yeah,
Maybe you could trade down with Arizona or
Arizona
Minnesota
has 4.
or any of these guys. I know. I'm just saying the guys who are on the board. Maybe down later.
Bro, Bo Nix is a
I
first
can
rounder.
see that, but I like the Bo Nix.
If we're-
Yeah.
My thing is, if they're gonna trade for Bo Nix, if they want to draft Bo Nix, they're gonna trade down.
No, that's stupid.
We'll see. We'll see what they do come Thursday night. But
Yeah.
Let's go on to number 4, wide receiver, Ohio State, Marvin Harrison Jr. to Arizona.
I like this pick.
Highest non-quarterback.
This is an Arizona team who has Kyler Murray that hasn't really had any help.
Yeah.
That team has zero help. That team is doomed.
What's happened since DeAndre Hopkins has left?
Mhm.
They've just been awful.
Yes.
At least with DeAndre Hopkins, they've been subpar and they've done stuff.
Give Kyler Murray some help with Marvin Harrison.
And Kyler Murray can play good.
I do like that.
Yeah. Because
He's a little iffy now.
Obviously,
I'm not
you-
sure.
I agree that he's a bit iffy, but
this is his
I think
bigger.
There's
if
so
you
many
give-
question
if you
marks.
Give him Harrison, maybe pick up some guys on the offensive line come this next.
I don't know how.
round of
Wait.
free agency.
Yeah.
I don't know how someone like Joe Alt or I don't know how to pronounce his name. The Penn State.
Oh, the Hawaiian guy from Penn
Yeah.
State.
If they drop to round 2, I think Arizona takes the
Well,
one of the 2.
Alt's is number 7 right now.
Then Olu
So
Fashanu
we'll-
is like.
We'll see. I think he's
could
number
go-
14, so you could
So it depends on what
try
happens.
to work a trade.
You also
I
see
don't-
what
I don't
happens.
know.
I don't know.
I don't know about that.
That's
There's a lot of
I like the Harrison.
There's a
pick.
lot of QB talent this year, and a couple of like wide receiver talent, and definitely like
And
talent
the
everywhere.
O-line
but-
the O-line talent is very good this year. As well.
Yeah,
Got
there's
you got
talent
2 or 3
everywhere,
top guys.
But there's a lot of question marks still surrounding the draft.
I agree, but I do like the Harrison pick at 4 for
Yeah.
Arizona.
just random question.
This is going off the Mel Kiper draft, the latest one on ESPN Plus article. They have a trade for number 5. The Vikings jumping up from number 11 with the Chargers. Chargers would get 11 and 23 plus a 2025 first rounder. The Vikings would get the number 5, and with that pick, they would take J.J. McCarthy. Like that or no?
I think McCarthy could be okay in Minnesota. I don't think he'll do much.
I just don't. I think it's too high for him.
Who do
Yeah, that
who
is
do
too
the,
high.
who do the
Yeah.
Vikings have?
If, at that point, you take Penix.
You have
Penix
Yeah.
and Jefferson.
Their starting quarterback, I believe, is Sam Darnold.
Yeah.
So I think if you're gonna draft JJ McCarthy, that's way too
That feels
high
like
for him.
another Kirk
I
Cousins.
agree. I think you could. But the problem is the Giants are right after, and they're saying they like McCarthy.
Yeah, that is true.
Okay.
So
So
they
that makes sense
that does have some logic behind
They've
it.
been saying that, like they've been very vocal.
But
about liking
I
McCarthy.
agree. I feel like a better fit for Minnesota would be Penix.
Yeah.
Because you have Justin Jefferson.
You have Addison.
How
Mhm.
Wait,
How
what
much longer-
pick do the Giants have?
Giants have number 6.
How much
which would
longer
be
is
right
Daniel
after.
Jones under
So-
contract?
1 more year, 2 more. Actually, wait, no.
One more year.
I
One more
think-
year?
if-
It was a
I think
2-year deal?
Penix
One more
could
year.
go. I think Penix could go to the Giants if that trade happens.
I like Penix with the Giants.
I don't.
Yeah,
want
I see
JJ
that.
McCarthy.
I see
But-
that.
But who's he going to be throwing to?
Yeah, that's
No
the big
one.
question.
Exactly, because you go to Minnesota, you have Penix, Justin Jefferson, Addison,
The Giants.
Hawkinson.
The Giants are a joke.
The tight end
We
we
have-
see in Detroit. Am I being
Hawkinson's
stupid again?
in Minnesota.
He's in Minnesota.
He got
so
traded.
you got Jefferson, Addison, and Hawkinson with Michael Penix at quarterback. I like that.
The only good guys the Giants have on their team right now is defensive lineman Dexter Lawrence, Kayvon Thibodeau, and the Brentford
But
scout guy from Panthers. Everyone else,
No
Nothing.
names.
Nothing.
No names.
But
we
they're-
lost all of our CBs and safeties, wide receivers. I don't even know.
You lost Saquon.
Yep, Saquon's gone.
The real question. Wait, I forgot what I was gonna say.
We're probably not going to win
How
the
does
game.
it feel as a Giants fan?
I could
Well,
care
not
less.
really a Giants fan, but as our resident Giants fan, even though
I
you're
could
not
care
really
less.
one. How does it feel to have Daniel Jones as your entire offense?
I could care less.
Exactly.
Your team
Let's
is
go.
cooked.
Let's go to number 6, where if that happens and McCarthy, who seems to be the Giants guy, goes at number 5 with that trade, Kiper, or actually this is from Field Yates, who is I guess Kiper's heir apparent at ESPN. He has Malik Neighbors at number 6
For what
to
team?
the Giants, the LSU wide
Oh,
receiver.
Giants second pick.
Yes.
Now that I like to get someone on the ball too.
Yes.
I'm gonna throw a name out there. Xavier Worthy.
No, isn't he coming back?
No, he's in the draft.
He's in the draft.
He had the fastest 40-yard
fastest
time.
40 time. What was it? A 4.1, 4.2?
Yeah,
Something like that.
4.2,
Some crazy.
I think it
some
might be
crazy
a little
time.
early for him.
I don't know.
But-
I liked what he did, but
That's someone with
as you
speed.
said
But
earlier, with,
Neighbors,
Caleb Williams, the
Neighbors is
transition.
more. Neighbors is fast and he's more physical in the air.
Mhm.
Xavier Worthy is not physical in the air.
Worthy has the speed.
He
but
just has the
Worthy's-
speed.
Yeah, he's a bit lacking when it comes to actually making the play. Neighbors has the speed and he can make the play.
Like getting
We've
up
seen
and getting the
it.
ball.
We've seen it playing in the SEC.
I guess Worthy should go to a team who has a star wide receiver
I
who
think
can be
Worthy. I think Worthy can go
Dolphins.
in the 10s.
Dolphins.
Mm.
That's good.
Mm.
With
That's
Tyreek
a-
Hill?
That's a good.
That's good.
See,
Waddle.
no one's
Tyreek
not
Hill,
gonna pick Worthy.
and
That's
Xavier
crazy.
Worthy with Tua at
Exactly.
quarterback.
That's
the Dolphins
crazy.
pick him.
That's crazy. That's
Hold on,
dirty.
let me see if that's actually what they have. That would be very funny.
That's crazy.
No, they have. Here, let me see where Worthy's going. They have him. They have Worthy going to Los Angeles at 23. So that could
Rams or Chargers?
Chargers.
That's
But
not-
through that trade with
I don't like
Minnesota,
that.
I don't
Yeah.
like that either. That could be the Eckler replacement.
I don't know like that,
Alright,
but I don't like it.
Question.
but Worthy in Miami would go crazy.
Oh yeah.
So in this hypothetical trade, what picks does LA get?
LA gets 11 and 23.
Both have like
What are they
teams
picking at?
or a
What
joke.
are they picking at 11? That's what I want to know.
Let's see.
'Cause-
They're picking J.C. Latham from Alabama.
I don't like that. Where's Brock Bowers?
Brock Bowers.
I've been
is
hearing all this talk about Brock
He's
Bowers.
in Denver, number 12.
I don't like.
That's a joke.
I don't like that. See,
Yeah,
I see.
I don't know.
Denver needs to pick a
I
wide
think
receiver.
Bowers will flame out a
Arizona,
little bit.
not Arizona. LA needs to pick a tight end like Brock Bowers who can be that big guy for Justin Herbert to throw to.
Well, let's continue down. Let's
Yep.
get to number 10.
Both LA teams are a joke.
Let's get to number 10. Let's go to the Tennessee Titans at number 7, where Mel Kiper has him picking the offensive tackle from Notre Dame, Joe Alt, who's the top O tackle in this class.
Yeah.
O lineman.
Fine,
guess so.
sure.
I mean,
I can
Fine,
see that.
Sure.
but
It's
running back.
a bit of a boring
That's
pick.
the real.
Yeah.
Oh, they have Pollard
Who
now.
does tight? Oh, they got Tony Pollard.
'Cause-
Who's this Dallas's running back now?
They just
Texans-
signed
that's
some
fine.
random
It's
guy.
honestly, Texans don't even need more offensive weapons.
Titans.
Oh, the Titans?
Titans.
I'm a,
Yeah, they need they need
I-
the help.
maybe this is me thinking of like Derrick Henry still, but I could see Blake Corum at Tennessee. Blake Corum and Tony Pollard as that dynamic duo, and you have that Tennessee O line
That could work, but I think you need to take Alt at number 7 for
Then-
that to happen.
Then you have
Yeah.
to take Olt, and then you have to get Blake Corum second round or third round,
Yeah.
depending on where he's
Well, I
going.
was saying. Oh, who did Dallas get for the Pollard trade?
They didn't get
It wasn't a
anybody.
trade; he just signed.
They picked up some guy who I have no idea,
Yeah.
but he's going to be the new RB1 apparently for them.
Yeah.
On to Atlanta at number 8. They got Kirk Cousins in the offseason. They're going defense, it looks like here.
Wow.
Yeah,
First defense
yeah,
player.
they need the
Edge
defense.
rusher Dallas Turner from Alabama.
That's fine. They
Yeah,
need the
I guess
defense.
so.
They
I
need the
thi- I
defense.
think
Who's their-
that's-
Who did
that's
they
it.
still have on
He wa-
offense?
He was
though?
the SEC defensive
Well, who's
player
their-
of the
Oh,
year.
yeah, they
Who's their
got-
back?
Yeah.
The real question is who's their D backs.
That's true.
That's what you got to think
Let's
about because
see.
you have
I feel like they have
because
somebody.
if he's the
But I
if
don't-
this
I
is the
don't
first team
have
to
the
pick a
name.
defensive player, you have so many options. You got Kool-Aid McKinsey, Terran Arnold, both good corners that are projected to be first rounders, and then
I like the edge pick because that's where
Yeah.
they need some help. They have
The real
Bijan.
question is for the Falcons.
Bijan's their RB.
well, I know Bijan's their RB.
When is Kyle Pitts actually gonna start
You have
balling
the-
out?
Sorry, I meant
That's-
DB
That's
Oh,
backs
DB.
like cornerbacks,
Yeah, yeah,
safeties.
yeah.
I don't know who.
I don't know any of these guys.
Do they still have Casey Hayward? I believe.
Their two starting corners are AJ Terrell and Clark Phillips. the
Okay,
third,
AJ
who I-
Terrell. But wait,
I've never heard
do they
of either of them.
wait, did they pick up Jesse Bates?
It's
or do
not,
they have
it's
Jason?
not on the roster. I don't
You know what
think so.
team's gonna be low-key scary
Jesse
though?
Bates.
Oh.
The Packers.
We'll see. We'll see. Let's finish it out. Number 9 and number 10, Bears take Roma Dunze from Washington.
Yeah.
I like that with Caleb Williams. And at 10, they have the Jets taking the guard from Washington, Troy Fautanu.
Do you like that?
I like Latham better from Alabama. I think you take Latham at 10 if he's not there. I like him better than a guy from Washington because I feel like Penix needed a lot of help on that offensive line this past year, and Alabama had a very good O-line.
I gotta know who Mel Kiper is having the Raiders pick.
Well, you can figure out that yourself because I do not care about the Las Vegas Raiders. On to the National Basketball Association. NBA play-in last night. LeBron got the win over Zion, and it was Golden State losing to Sacramento.
The Heat are in the play-in, right?
What?
Are the Heat in the play-in?
Yes, they are. They are playing at Philadelphia tonight. That's the 7-8 game. Winner goes in.
What happens if they lose?
If they lose, they go down to play the winner of Atlanta against
And they can still win that and get in?
They can still
who's
win that
this?
and get in. This is the NBA play-in.
Oh, yeah.
Tonight in the East, it's Miami at Philadelphia, Atlanta at Chicago.
Will the Heat make the finals again as an 8 seed?
Ooh, we could see that. The
Who knows?
Knicks are the 2 seed, so it's Heat versus Philly. The winner of that would be a good series. Either one of those.
Who are the Knicks
Jimmy
playing
Butler
first round?
against the Knicks. Either Miami or Philly.
No.
Oh.
It doesn't matter what seed Jimmy Butler is. You get him in the playoff, it's over.
Yeah, playoff Jimmy Butler.
However, Jalen Brunson versus Jimmy Butler would go crazy.
Yes,
Don't forget Miami Heat. Don't forget about your boy Bam Adebayo.
That's true. That's true. Miami turns it up when it's bad.
Everyone turns up for the Heat in the playoffs, bro.
Yeah.
Everyone balls out.
Well, we'll see if that's the
Get
situation again. No games Thursday, and then Friday is the 2 final playing games. That would be the loser of Miami against Philadelphia against the winner of
There's
Atlanta,
one seed.
Chicago.
Boston Celtics.
Boston's the one.
Yes.
And then
Boston's crazy.
Sacramento versus New Orleans for the final seed.
How far is Boston going?
West. I don't know.
Losing Eastern Conference.
We'll figure that out when we actually get there.
Yeah.
So, do have some pieces of news to talk about. Zion got injured last night, but that's
he did.
So who cares? And I think that means Sacramento's going to get in over New Orleans.
Yeah, they will.
And then you have...
Well, they were going to get in anyway. New Orleans is just not that good.
I don't know. They put up a fight against the Lakers, but still, it wasn't enough.
Who does New Orleans have besides Zion?
No one.
They have C.J. McCollum. C.J. McCollum's solid.
He's all right. He's all right.
But
the big news out of the East is the 3 seed now, Milwaukee. They're going to be without Giannis for the first few games of the playoffs.
Gotta respect New Orleans Pelicans basketball.
We'll see. How does that Giannis injury? How does that play in with the current Milwaukee?
Honestly,
roster?
I think it works.
Does that mean you're gonna have to rely on Dame a lot?
Yeah. So in my opinion, I think it's gonna work a lot like the Joel Embiid Sixer situation. Every year he gets hurt during the playoffs or right before the playoffs, and he comes in and he absolutely balls out.
And it won't help
in the
him.
back half, and they come back down maybe 2-0, sometimes 3-0, or down 2-1, and then they'll crush it in the back half of the series.
It won't help him because Sunday is the first game of that series. Milwaukee against Indiana. Tyrese Halliburton
and Pascal Siakam
he won fantasy basketball for you. I think he's going to ball out in these playoffs, especially with Giannis
best
out.
guard in the NBA right now.
I don't know about that.
I don't know about that.
We got Jalen Brunson. We got Luka Doncic.
You have Curry.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know if we can say that.
That's a bad take.
One of the best guards. Best young guard, I think we can say. Not best.
Yeah, best young guard. Best
young guard.
I agree with that.
Halliburton versus Giannis and Dame. That's going to be a good series. We have a lot of good series here in the first round.
It's gonna be
I'm excited for this.
And we say the NBA's a joke. Oh.
Yeah, we always say because the regular season nobody cares.
No, it's
nobody
a joke.
cares.
It's a joke.
It's a bit of a joke, but I will give them credit. A big thing that made it a joke was they kept calling all these fouls. You couldn't have a drive to the basket without a whistle. Now they're letting them play. And that's what's making it watchable.
And now it's playoff time.
Now it's playoff time. I think we're in for one of the better NBA playoffs in the past 5 or so years.
In a while.
I think we're going to have a very good NBA.
I hope it's just as good as like the Warriors.
We need to go back to like 2015, 2016 playoffs. maybe even earlier, like 2012, 2011.
Yeah.
We need to go back to that. That was peak NBA playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
And watch me bad this year.
And instead we're going to get a dud.
You had every year. You had OKC versus
OKC versus Golden State versus Houston,
and then you had some
Cavs
years you
versus
had
Celtics.
some years you had KD, Russ, and Harden on the same
Oh,
team
in
against
OKC.
against Golden State.
And then you had Harden go to Houston, and then that was the three-way battle. And then you had Boston versus Cleveland every year.
Bro, Harden
LeBron would go off.
Harden would cook.
I swear to God, we better get a good NBA playoffs this year. The league honestly needs a good playoffs this year, else it's just going to fall into irrelevancy.
Yeah, they need this to be their revival.
Yes.
Yeah.
This is actually what they need.
Yeah.
If they don't have a good playoff this year, I think not a lot of people are going to care.
Players have to try on defense.
They need things to cook, and they are trying.
A little bit more, but
they've stopped calling those fouls.
Yeah.
Because they used to just not try because they'd get called for a foul. Now they're starting to actually let them play physically.
Yeah, I don't know.
This is what we need.
I think all these leagues except for the NHL have become soft.
I agree. Yeah. I agree. Baseball's all right, but NBA and NFL.
Okay, the changes that they've made recently in the MLB are actually good changes.
They're good.
So I can't even complain.
I give the MLB the pitch clock is a good thing that they added.
Yeah.
I mean, it has its ups and downs.
No, it doesn't.
No, it doesn't.
I
like it.
I
like it a lot.
Down to the pitch
I
clock.
think
There's no
it's
downs.
brought more pitching injuries.
Anyways,
there's
no proof behind that.
That's just
there's
stupid.
loose speculation, but there's no data behind it.
Yeah.
Not that I've seen. So, piss off with all that. I think back to the NBA. I think we're going to get a very good playoff.
I agree.
Probably the best in the past 5 years.
I agree.
Since those LeBron and Steph playoffs in 2015 or 16.
What's the first round looking like?
I went over some of the series if you were listening.
Bro, definitely was not.
It'll be fun. It'll be good. It doesn't matter.
I think it looks good.
Yeah, it looks
Let's
good.
go to what we actually care about.
The National Hockey League.
Go.
Your 2023-2024 New York Rangers are your President's Trophy winners. Clinch the best record in the league, most points in the league. Devils fans, what happened?
I knew this by
Not for Michael. He still had hope.
Michael still had
Bro
hope.
had
because
hope
he's
until
a bum.
He was going great.
The reality in the Devils fans, because I have to do this because last year we were going off about Sam being a delusional Rangers fan. Then you and Alex come in this year. It was the same exact thing.
Yep.
Stop being delusional. And then we get the Raiders in the NFL, and then that's a
Oh
whole
my
different
God.
story. Because that's
You
even
two
worse.
You guys have
That's
more
even
delusion
worse.
than me last year.
Yeah.
During the when the Devils had a chance, even though it's most likely now it's already over, he was going crazy when they were wrestling Ottawa.
Oh yeah.
He was like
A meaningless game against Ottawa. Two teams, bottom feeders now, out of the playoffs. Oh my goodness! Somebody just scored. Oh,
Am I not allowed to
penalty.
support my team for their
No,
final
because
game?
they're ass. Thank you.
No, they're out of the playoffs. Your season's done.
Also,
Go
he was
golfing,
like, Jack
buddy.
Hughes penalty shot. And I was like,
Go golfing.
We'll see you after the first round.
Go golfing.
Anyways,
We'll see you after you versus Tampa.
Do you remember this?
We're not even playing. We're not playing
playing
Tampa this year.
Yo,
Tampa's gonna be out first round.
Tampa is in. They're
They're gonna be out
Mr.
first
Barry
round.
talk, please.
What?
remember? You're like, Jack Hughes penalty shot, and it was like, and he missed. Jack Hughes wasn't even get the shot off. He trapped.
Oh, what a
And Michael was like, damn it.
team. Not even 100, not even 90 points. Are you serious? You want to talk about a letdown?
Yeah.
Not even 90 points
terrible.
this year. That's incredible. Anyways,
You gotta get your boy.
let's
Nico
talk about
Dahl's
these.
back.
Let's talk about these first round matchups
clown
that
on
we're
me
gonna
for
get.
being-
Rangers caps. Rangers.
Throwback to 2012. We need that.
Yep.
2015.
2012. 2012 first round against Capitals or second round against Capitals. We need that throwback. That was great.
So, Capitals are having a really good back half of the season. Their first half of the season was all right. Looked a little slow, especially since Ovechkin wasn't scoring. But I don't know. I think the Rangers will win pretty resoundingly. I mean, I think it'll be somewhat tough, but I think it'll be maybe 4 or 5 games. I don't see it going 6 or 7. And then 3-4 also in that division, I believe. No, the 2-3 I believe is sorry. Hurricanes Islanders. Hurricanes coming out of that without a doubt. Islanders.
Don't doubt the playoff Islanders. I can see something going on there.
They have a negative 18 diff. Carolina has 63.
Now, Florida against Tampa Bay. Upset possibly.
Oh, is Florida Tampa?
No, I don't know.
If I'm being honest, I think Tampa Bay's done, man.
Tampa has it.
That's true.
Tampa didn't even break 100 points this year.
Vasilevsky, they're done, man.
Going into the playoffs, even though they have 1 game left, I believe that's tomorrow night. Or actually, I believe that's tonight. Doesn't make a difference. They're on a 3-game losing streak.
Who, Tampa?
Yeah, and then they're playing.
I think they are.
And then they're playing the Leafs tonight. So they're
gonna be 4 games. Too old now.
They're gonna be 4 games back.
Speaking of Leafs, where's Austin Matthews at?
69 goals.
Nice. And then our final Eastern Conference playoff series, return of the rivalry, Boston against Toronto.
Leafs.
Ooh.
Boston takes it.
I like this. I think Boston gets that win.
Once Pascack goes off and wins the cup.
Game 7.
Real question is who's gonna be
Yeah,
next?
I see 6 or 7.
7-game series.
I see 6 or 7.
7-game series. Boston gets.
Real question: who? Omar or Swayman going in tonight?
Tonight?
Or whoever
the start of the series.
No. Oh, start of the series, it's Olmark.
Yeah, I agree. He's been their guy.
Hasn't Omar did suffer a little bit of injuries, and Swayman's been pretty good.
He's fine.
In
Olmark's
the
in.
Western Conference.
It's
Dallas
Predators.
up in front by 2 points
Who are
over
they versing?
Vancouver.
No, they're not playing Vancouver.
For the 1 seed in the West. They both have 1 game to play, so there's a possibility that Vancouver can come up.
Or Dallas.
No, Vancouver has done their own division.
No, for the 1 seed I'm talking about.
Vancouver is the 1 seed.
Points.
They're the 1 seed in the Pacific.
But in the conference.
Oh, in the conference.
In the conference, it's Dallas.
No. They can't. because
Does Dallas have the tiebreaker?
Dallas has tiebreaker.
Do they?
I think so.
No, because if Vancouver wins, I think they get that because they have 44 regulation wins. Dallas only has 40.
Oh, and also Dallas is playing the Blues today at 8:30.
So answer my question.
And then Canucks are playing. The Canucks play the Jets, so Dallas wins.
I think Dallas gets that
wins.
1 seed. So they would play the Kings.
Kings first round.
Yeah.
Would Kopitar do something for the Kings?
I don't think anything's
Do we believe in the defending Stanley Cup champions?
No, absolutely not. They didn't even crack 100 points this year.
We are not talking about
they're
Las
98
Vegas
points.
in a good light.
They started the year 12-0-1. No, they started the year 11-0-1 before getting their first loss.
Let's finish this out because hold on.
He's bringing up Vegas because of the Raiders.
Vegas is gonna have 100
Vegas
points.
Athletics, baby.
I need to calm you guys down. Let's go rapid fire. Final 4 minutes. Winnipeg, Colorado. What do we got there? Colorado in 6, I think.
Yeah.
Edmonton, Vegas. Edmonton in 5, I say.
Edmonton, Vegas.
I say Edmonton 6 or 7.
I have Vegas actually. Actually,
really?
No. Take that back.
Yeah. I think we get Edmonton in 5.
Oilers.
I think Vegas picks a home win up.
Edmonton 6.
And then we have Vancouver against Nashville. I think Vancouver can get that win, but I think they're out in the second round.
No, Vancouver's not playing Nashville.
Yeah, they are.
That makes no sense.
Nashville's the number 1 wild card.
No,
Vancouver's a 2 seed.
Vancouver's playing the Kings, and then the Oilers play the Golden Knights.
No.
That's how it works.
No, it is not. No, it is not.
Oh, it isn't?
No, it is not. Dallas is the 1 seed. They play the second wild card, which is the Kings. Vancouver's the 2 seed. They play the first wild card, which is the Predators. Thank you very much. What do we have there?
Vancouver.
I think so too. 6-game series, I would say.
5.
I can see Nashville picking up at least 1 on.
5 or 6.
I'll go with that.
Regular season's over. They didn't even crack 100 points.
That's true. They were 1 behind, so we'll give them some credit there. All right, I think that's enough. We did a lot today.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
But
This may be the best time of the year. NFL draft
Okay.
this week. That's going to be fun to watch.
Now I will ask
NHL
the Devils
playoffs,
fans.
NBA
Oh,
playoffs.
Cup predictions.
Cup predictions? What do you mean?
Who's winning the cup?
OJ
Mickey
just
Mouse.
died.
I'm joking.
Knicks are in the playoffs. They're the
Wait,
two seed.
quick
No, no,
stat,
no.
quick stat.
Hold
quick
on,
stat.
hold on.
This is the first year since 1997 that both the Knicks and the Rangers have broke 50 games won.
All right. Well, let me give you my logic. OJ just died. That was in '94.
Mhm.
The big murder thing. Knicks are in the playoffs. They're a 2 seed.
Yep.
Rangers are President's Trophy winners.
Yep.
Knicks lose NBA Finals. Rangers win the Stanley Cup. OJ gets chased in a white Ford. Or sorry, who's Marshawn Lynch gets chased in a white Ford Bronco for marijuana possession. I don't know. That was just on my mind.
Okay.
Cutting into Game 5 of the NBA Finals with the Knicks. That's my prediction.
What is going on?
You don't understand. I'll tell you in gym, but you don't understand that because you don't check in on the history that much. All right.
Oh, Capitals negative. Let's talk about
Oh
this.
yeah, let's
Negative
do,
37
we got a minute
goal
left.
differential.
It's the worst team probably in the past
That's-
5 years to get in.
It is.
Based on goal
It is.
differential.
The worst team all time is the 1991 Vancouver Canucks with a negative 72
That's crazy how
And
they made it in. But
goal
that
differential.
was when top 4 in the division made it.
And then it's the Whalers with like 30.
The
Ooh,
Whalers.
Hartford.
The Whalers.
Yeah.
That's a throwback.
The
How about that?
Whalers.
Hello.
All right. Well, I think that does it. This is a very good time coming up. NHL and NBA playoffs. I swear to God, we better get good playoffs. I think the NHL playoffs may not be as good as they were last year because we don't got that Devils
Garden's
Rangers
gonna
first
be-
round series, but that Garden's gonna be buzzing.
That's gonna be
Knicks Rangers every night. We got to serve dinner until June.
Mhm.
We're taking you through all the way until both of those teams go out, which probably will be the second round because
And
New York
first round
Sports.
exits.
First round exit for both of them. All right, thanks for joining us. I'm Matthew Merlino. For Sam Koppelman, Michael McKay, and Sean Barry. Sam, take us out on one last stat.
The Rangers have a negative 375 odds. So
Well,
it's
they're the
pretty much-
favorite. We'll
pretty
see
much
how
on
things go.
locks.
Belgian strong. We'll see you in 2 Wednesdays because spring breaks next week. Enjoy your time, everybody.